So today's topic is going to be stampede prevention or crowd management, because in recent year there is increasing incidents of stampede in India, and like in recent year, like RCB, that celebration, IPL celebration, in celebration that 12 people in 2025, 12 died. Okay, in Kumbh in 2025, 30 people died. In Kurur district of Tamil Nadu, almost 41 people died. Okay, recently in Andhra Pradesh, temple stampede, around 10 people died over there. So it is a disaster. So for this, NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority, has issued a guidelines. So we will see that. So as there is a report of NCRB that says that between 2000 and 2022 there has been almost around 4,000 incidents of stampede. In these 4,000, around more than 3,000 people died. Okay, the last 3 decades. So stampede, what is stampede? Stampede is, you know, a sudden, uncontrolled rush of people triggered by like factors like panic, excitement, etc. So what are the causes for the stampede? Causes for stampede. So for this, we copy a diagram that is given in that NDMA guidelines. Like there are multiple factors like structural failure. Okay, structural failure, and second is human error. Okay, that other reason could be natural calamity, some earthquake, any other. These are some factors. Other was a high attendance level. Okay, actions by some performer, some politician, that happened in Karur, where Mr. Kalapati threw some water bottles, and that led to that stampede in Tamil Nadu. Other was improper arrangement, inadequate arrangements. This so these incident led to, panic or excitement. Okay, these panic led to excitement, and this led to crowding and overcrowding. And this is fueled by that fist circumstances. What is fist? Let me discuss. Stances like fist is force, some kind of force, like crowd force. Okay, force or push. This is information. Some information on which crowd act like fake that for information on which crowd act as is space, the physical space, less physical space is there. So other is time duration is another factor. Okay, time duration like some rigid ingress or egress. Okay, this and overcrowding and high desired density, high desired velocity. This is also this. So in this high desired velocity lead to trample disaster, and overcrowding led to crowding and overcrowding lead to crush disaster. Okay, and suffocation. Okay, so this we will remember that this diagram. And what other region can be like? The region could be extracted from this, like immediate trigger could be remorse. Okay, so it comes under information, like immediate trigger could be like rumors. Okay, so sudden obstruction that happened in Kumbh. Okay. Other was like systematic failure. Other reason will be why systemic failure. Okay, so systemic failure, that means it in this come under estimating crowd size that happen in Kuru district in Stampede. Then poor crowd control. Okay, lack of preparedness. Okay, other was a behavioral factors. In behavioral factors would be that panic is spread, disregarding rules and regulations, and other was political influence. If some leader made some action, then because of that triggered excitement. Uncontrolled, and this panic and spread led to uncontrolled crowd movement. Okay, so fourth factor could be poor infrastructure. Okay, poor infrastructure like narrow paths for the movement of the people, then blockade exit, exits, slippery slope. This is the one factor that happened in that Andhra Pradesh, where that boundary of the stairs got broken, and because of that this happened. This was another region. Okay, so these are the few factors, and that figure become important. So what government is doing, government initiatives regarding this. So government, first thing, that National Disaster Management Authority has released a crowd management guidelines. Okay, crowd management guidelines. Okay, so in these guidelines, what we need to focus on, first thing will be advance risk assessment will be there. Okay, assessment, and then detailed site layout, that plan and layout plans will be there. Predetermined. Okay, so predetermined ingress and egress routes will be there. Then real time monitoring. Okay, communication protocol. So these are some guidelines, protocols, that we go into more specific into this. These are some other one, but one be this. Other was recently that Bureau of Police Research and Development, released a comprehensive guidelines on crowd control and mass gathering management. These guidelines released in 2025. Okay, that these guidelines emphasize on scientific crowd management practices. So what that crowd controlling. So what are scientific crowd management practices? So it includes two things: controlling crowd density and avoiding hazardous flow patterns, like any crowd movement bottlenecks on the paths, like that narrow path. Okay. Then there will be slopes will not be there, and controlled flow should be there. Okay, so these are some, and other third point could be that National Institute of Disaster Management, NIDM, in Gujarat. They have launched a capacity city building program to handle large congregation. Okay, so this was one, and there were various states also taking some actions like Karnataka. Karnataka crowd released a Crowd Control Act 2025. Okay, Crowd Control Act 2025 after no NCR RCB celebration incident that happened. Then UP government released State Disaster Management Authority released crowd management guidelines 2023. Okay, and this incident, Gujarat Institute of Disaster Management is there. So for the Gujarat Institute of Disaster Management, that training material, that produce a training material for calculating that site, training material for calculating, for estimating site capacity for the people, and planning exit and training program, training volunteers. Okay, etc. These are some that has been taken by the government initiatives. So what next way forward? What will be the way forward? Way forwards, strict way forwards, and that will be strict enforcement of NDMA guidelines. Okay, this could be one. Then others could be, ICT, information communication technology, like AI based management should be there. Okay, like AI based density, AI based density monitoring. We can use drones, cameras, drone based aerial surveillance. Okay, so drone based aerial surveillance could be there, and other methods can be used, okay, for preemptive interventions. Other would be the capacity building a culture of safety. This could be another region. Okay, so like safe crowding campaigns could be organized. Mandatory organizer certification could be there. Crowd-sourced monitoring. Okay. Then fourth could be the strengthen accountability. Strengthen accountability of organizations, that organizer framework, like Crowd Safety Act can be adopted. SOP, Crowd Management Act, SOP, Standard of Procedures, that could be set up. So these are some factors. Other was the capacity building. Capacity building in terms of technology, okay, training, okay, resources. We can provide them training and that technology like AI based monitoring equipments, drones, cameras, etc. etc. So another the conclusion could be that effective prevention requires, okay, conclusion that can be that for effective prevention of that disaster it requires that these ND guidelines enforcement, that capacity building, use of technology, public awareness, accountability framework. So this is need of the hour to save the lives and ensure safe mass gathering. So this complete here. Okay, I will be uploading a PDF of these notes so you can check over there.